There we go. Well, thanks very much for coming along and joining us on this what we're calling Celestial Alchemy. Um, I don't know what we call these. What do we call them? Oh, Gudrun's coming in.
Celestial alchemy. Yeah.
That'll do. Yeah. And we'll wait for
Gudrun.
Gudrun to join. There we go.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hello. Let's see. There we go.
There we are.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could tell Lena where the button is that you just pressed because she can't work it out on her phone, and I wonder whether that's something because I couldn't get it up on because I'm on the
I
computer.
don't know how to get the picture on the phone from the phone.
Oh, you just push on your screen, and then you get a line at the bottom, and the first line is the mute or sound button, and the next one is video.
Yeah, I've been clicking on that, but nothing happened. It says it doesn't work to reach the camera.
Then it's something to do with your phone. Then.
It'll be in your settings somewhere that you need to allow the app access to your camera.
I don't think I can do that when I have this video going. Then I'm gonna screw up myself.
Yeah, that messes it up completely. All right, well, we'll just imagine what you're looking like.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I do it next time if I don't get the laptop to work.
Technology.
Yeah. Well, there we are. So this week, it's been quite up and down energy-wise for me. I've been sort of in and out, if you know what I mean. Like like the idea now is that we're in a pulse. That the flow will be coming and going, as it were, as a pulse comes and goes. I can definitely vouch for that because one minute I'm actually buzzing with energy, and then the next minute I've just got to take a nap because it's so. Oh, how did I lose that much energy in such a short time? And it just seems to be we're having to sort of retune and follow where this energy takes us. But it's what was interesting. There was some people. I don't know. I can't remember if it was Kathleen or one of the people I'm chatting with. Recommended watching a Drunvalo Melchizedek. Oh, I can't pronounce his second name. Anyway,
Melchizedek.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And his latest video, they were talking about there's a new sun. The old sun has been superimposed and replaced by a new sun with new vibrations, new frequencies, new codes, etc., etc. And this kind of coincides with Three Eye Atlas going behind it and then coming out the other side. And then we have these massive Schumann resonance type bursts and sunspots. And it does seem to be that people are being really impacted by all of this. However you understand it, there's massive change going on, and our bodies are certainly, those of us who are attuned to it seem to be impacted quite a bit. But I don't know if you follow David Clements, but he did a wonderful meditation last week, which actually connected you to Mother Earth and to the sun, to bringing that sort of harmonious connection through the heart, and that ties in with what Drunvalo was talking about in terms of Earth and the sun, that they're communicating with one another, and if all we need to do is tune in and be part of the whole, download or whatever you'd like to call it. And so I was wondering that might be something to explore today. How about you guys? What's your observations for the week? Where's Peggy coming in?
Good.
Sheila,
I had some lovely time in the sun. The sun came out here in the Pacific Northwest for a bit, and I spent you know, a little time with my face in it, because it doesn't come out all the time anymore. And just, appreciate. I'm not tuned into any kind of a new sun or anything like that, but I certainly just appreciated my time. And I always feel the healing energy of it. Always. Too much is too much, of course, but it's always, so that I'm having a great time going in on life. Dave and I are going on and having fun and seeing friends, and life is good. Life is really good.
Lovely.
Mm.
Does anybody else want to chip in?
Yeah, I feel a lot of golden activations happening through the DNA, which also means that old layers of convictions, belief systems, teachings we bought into, they are surfacing and they're here to leave. But sometimes it's our own judgment judging it, or the judgment of other aspects that keep on holding it. And I feel the more softness, for me personally, the more softness that you can let go in, then these mental planes can release of having only this physical reality as a reality, because from another perspective, I know very well who I am. And that's nothing to do with this separateness, so to speak, from source consciousness, and also from our alien beings that not so alien at all. So this is what is showing up. And the central sun consciousness, and also the opening through the heart, understanding that the heart is a portal and that has never been like this for humanity. And when we go through the heart, these other aspects can come home and dissolve in compassion with ourselves and others. This is what I feel.
That's great. Thank you. Lena, have you got anything?
No, I've been tired. It feels like I've been very tired easy. So it's like nice just to sit and do nothing. But I don't know why, but I've been tired or slow. I've been low. I haven't had so much energy to start things and start projects. I'm just sitting in my little cocoon. But I think there's a period I have to do that also, I guess.
That seemed to be a common theme right now. I was watching another conversation earlier yesterday, and that was definitely the thing. It was, take some rest. It's time, if your body's saying take some rest, then yes, absolutely, because there's so much going on, and being in that still place gives you then the opportunity to, find out what it is.
Yeah, feel the buzz inside.
Yeah.
I was in Iceland until last Thursday, and I was there for nearly 2 weeks. And the first week I was with my sister out in nature called Thingvellir, which is the old kind of where the old Norse decided not to fight the religion and went underground with all these Thor and Odin and everything, and so it was like the first democratic choice that this nation made. Anyway, my sister has a place there, and it's so high vibe. And I was there for a week because we snowed in. Suddenly the winter came in it was magic. And we're doing ceremonies and fires and walks and talks, and the energy was high. And the frequency of the sacred mother energy was really high, and the feminine energy. And I was just on a woof until I came back to Reykjavik on Friday. So I'd been a week there. And then last week was like you're saying, it was a lot of kind of things coming up and clearing out after being so deeply into the frequencies. And it's so I'm back here now, and it's been kind of calm and easy. But something's big is changing within me, at least. And I know mostly anyone that I speak with or know of that's doing this work, we can all sense it. Might not be able to put words on it, but we can sense it. And just staying here in this love for us all without going into the dramas and all the hoo-ha that these puppet figures are trying to tear our attention with in the world.
Sheila, do you want to say something as well?
Yeah, I just kind of remembered, too, thinking one of the things that's been going on for me recently is I'm much, much more aware of my actual thinking. And a lot of, the sort of negative, repetitive stuff that runs like it's just a tape. And I've just been more aware of the thought feeling loops that go on, and that, and that little instant gives me an opportunity to make a different choice, to take my attention somewhere else and create another conversation. And I've been doing that a lot and finding that it's so much easier to be in life, not to be connected to all that negative nonsense that goes on constantly. And I'm much, much more conscious of that for some reason than I've known about that, for a long time, but it's like it's happening for me now.
That's interesting. Yeah, I follow that because what I'm noticing, like you, is that for a long time I've been saying things like "I am all that is," or "I am that I am," all lovely things. But it's only recently that when I say that, I feel it. It's there, and it's like, oh, that's different. That my perspective is that, rather than just a thought in a brain. It's now a flow, and that's really different. The sense of being present. So why don't we just line up then and take in all that? Oh, sorry, Alet, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I would like to add something to this conversation where it's showing up for me, because during the last months it was showing up so clearly that really the physical heart is the portal to the star consciousness that wants to come home. And the other thing that I was sharing, that I felt peace of mind that I never felt so much before. And that this peace of mind, I remember one talk we had with Solera, and she was seeing this crown. I saw literally this crown coming into the heart, like really the mind, the higher mind. We are able to access the higher mind again. And the higher mind is assisting and operating from the eternalness that we are. How can I say most easily? And it's not only our head, because we concentrate so much about the head, but scientists also are finding out that there's a brain in the heart. And like in the Shiatsu, I studied Shiatsu, and I studied the book of the Yellow Emperor, and we studied it already for 3,000 years, and there's still information in it that's unlocking the mysteries and the mysticalness. And the heart is the emperor. And there is a brain in the heart, and they start to also now in the West to discover there's a brain with a total full circuitry of a nervous system that is reconnecting back to the brain and informing. And for me, I really would love us to for those that calls to them, to see if that's bringing them something. And me, at my 30s, I've been opening up big time in no time to all kind of ET stories that nobody around me was showing up to. And it was not all about this one. And it was really intense. And I feel now as well, there is all these stories that are being released from the physical, the way I experience it. And the other thing that I've been playing with a lot last times is the forgiveness of self and of others about some disabilities to connect from the purity of our heart, and how much belief systems that are unconscious are creating some outcomes that from a conscious mind we were doing something else. And to use this as a gift to release also these belief systems, to get the higher mind and the body together. That's what for me is showing up, but specifically really the Stargate and the feeling, like the feeling, the warmth, the compassion and the passion, which is one, sometimes passion, but sometimes compassion, because of parts of us that were lost in translation or whatever, or others, and be passionate with it or compassionate with it and forgiving, like neutralizing the charge that is upon it. Something like this is showing up for me, which is a bit relating with the other stories I feel in a different way. Yeah, but big time the higher mind is coming back for all of us. That's what I feel, because we can tap into infiniteness again. And to want to tap into infiniteness is through the heart. That's been shown to me the last 4 years constantly. It's through the heart. It's through the heart. This is where the new human is born. This is where the new human never has been before and can redecide if it wants to really be free in operation or still wants to be after the image of God, which is no wrong, no right, but me, I prefer to be free and my own divine choices to make, not after the image of the God that created man, so to speak. So this is where I'm playing a little bit.
Okay, well, I mean, that gives us an opportunity to have a look at our heart portals and open there. So if we do that each individually and then consciously connect to one another, and then just see where that takes us, because I mean, each of us experience that differently. But I think when we come together, that gives us an opportunity to really feel the consciousness of each other and the love that flows. Let's do that. was so delicious. Wow. Well, let me just say how what I seem to be doing during that. It's very difficult to describe sometimes. Um, what what I felt was the heart portal opening, and as I opened, I felt us as a group, but I also then was conscious of what I was talking about before, the sun and the earth and the love, that Gudrun was talking about from the earth, that divine feminine kind of sense of nurture and beautiful, beautiful energy. And then I was because one of the things that's been say triggering me, but two words triggered me I think it was last week or the week before, and they were Elohim and architect. And I found myself as the architect being, doing what architects do, creating the infrastructure and bringing in the codes and doing all those lovely things. But the Elohim were the love component, the creator, and they were coming in with sparks. They were just coming in with individual sparks and just popping them all over the world, all over in nature, in the world, just pop, 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 all these beautiful energies. And we were just in co-creation mode. And I just felt the vibration of the earth and our surroundings, like the universe, just raising. And it was like, yo, that was nice. So yeah, I had a bit of fun there. It was yeah. What about you guys?
Well, I got something that I could be on your same journey in a way. It was, that is the thing, you don't have words for it, but I went out from my heart and I came in. First, it was like I went into a cave, but it was in universe. And then it was like everything turned inside out. So the inside of the cave was bigger than what's the surroundings. I don't know what to say. Like if you go in something and it's bigger than what is in. So it was like turned inside out and it was a different, I don't know, dimension. I don't know. And I was little expecting to see a lot of beings or souls or people, but I didn't. It was beautiful, different colors. Like in a cave, you can have different those crystals on the roof in the cave, and it was shiny, but it was dull. It was not bright, but it was a lot of energies. I wouldn't say people or souls or beings, but they were all one. So all was one, and it was inside were bigger than the outside. Yeah, I have it in my head, but I cannot explain it more than that. But
Sounds
it was
amazing.
quite beautiful there. So it
Lovely.
was good. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyone else? No? You want to share?
I went to the
Sheila?
place that I go, that I always go from my heart to breathing with the planet and then beyond to breathing with all the atoms and molecules of the universe. I mean, it's I love it there. You guys are all there and we're all there and we're it's perfect. It's just perfect.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, well, I think there's more to do. Um, so I'm wondering whether we can draw from what we've just discussed and, and bring in whatever wants to come in through our own special, our own heart portals that is unique in the sense that it's ours to do today in this moment, whatever that is. And then let's see, and let's go back in and just find out what that might be, because there's definitely something coming in. So let's go back in and just connect up again and see what we see.
Yeah.
Feel what we feel. Wow. That was another very, very beautiful connection. I'm in it. I should write it down actually, because as soon as I start speaking, I think, what did I do? There was a feeling of unlocking. The sense I was getting was that we all come with our own particular skills. Mine appears to be going to locked doors and unlocking them. Now these doors are all over the place. They're in all different places across the world, and they're in these libraries, their knowledge, it's been waiting for this moment for someone with this frequency to come along and open the doors. And I get quite choked up because I've seen myself doing this numerous times. Sometimes I'm imagining or I'm feeling as if I'm Thoth, and that's what I do because that's what I've done across the centuries, you know. So anyway, but that I was opening these repositories of knowledge that were from our ancient past. They've been there for eons. But the sense I was getting was that it wasn't just about the ancient knowledge. It's about a lot of new coming in on the back of the frequency we've now become, or that we're becoming. So it's a combination of stored old, we used to be like this, and the new, but we're so much more than that now. There was that sort of, old and new feel about it, and we're the instigators, the architects, whatever we'd like to describe ourselves as, of this newness, this new creation, and all this wonderful knowledge that's coming through. We're the ones unlocking it. That's what our job is, or at least anyway, mine. Which is, oh, and you, yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, what'd you get?
Well, I can say, since no one's saying anything, I was about the same, but I could see that this kind of cave space was infinite. It's like a universe inside the universe. And also I got a sense that I have a commitment or a lesson to learn or commitment to do now before I can go further in this cave or universe. And I just have to figure out what kind of lesson or commitment, something I need to do, accomplish, be aware of. I don't know. I have to figure that out. And that was good that I got that message anyway.
Great. Anyone else want to chip in?
To me, it's about understanding that we are a frequency body, and depending on our frequency is what is accessible to us as a reality, or a part reality, or a truth, or a universal sense of consciousness. And I remember past lives as a druid, and it's very much connected also to the Syrian consciousness. And I remember that in that time, I was more solely seeding star consciousness, because humanity was at another level. So it had to be done in the hidden. And now, what has been seeding upon Earth within the genetics of a physical body of what we call human species, whatever, starts to be more accessible for everyone and all. And we start to understand that we can emanate throughout the physical body, our true beingness, so to speak, or whatever our false intentions, without knowing that they are there, or whatever. I feel there's different things, and there's some kind of realization that I have, but I don't know what the realization is about. But that's been shared. But I still feel there's a part of the Syrian consciousness that would love to come back as some kind of a bridge for me between my universal states of consciousness and my human understanding, so to speak, of catching up with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. There's a very strong Syrian influence on a lot of the things that I've been talking about as well, particularly all these locks that I'm unlocking, they seem to have that flavor. They definitely have that flavor. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Shall we keep going? See if there's any more? Okay. We'll wait till Alet's back and then we'll okay, we're just gonna connect back up again and see if there's any more insights or energies that want to make themselves known to us. I do sense there's more, but whether we can actually name it or talk about it remains to be seen. So shall we do? We'll do one more and see how we feel. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, that was another really astonishing journey for me. I mean, this this energy is amazing. So at the beginning, I was traveling through the universe. There was just like you see on the Star Trek or whatever. There's just planets going by, and I'm just traveling through the universe. And then I realized that I'm coming into our solar system. I thought that's interesting. And then something said, "This is Three Eye Atlas. You are in. You are then in this place." So I suddenly transferred my awareness to almost like being that. Like the being that is in, because they talk about it being a plasma being, and it has intelligence, but there's no living body on there. There's no guy steering it through, like it's more of an ancient being. And I just felt that. I was there. I was noting all the different energies that I or this being was dancing with. And we were just playing. We'll go out of Mars now and do a little bit over there. Oh, Venus, and we'll do that one there. Well, who knew? Anyway, look, I've just had a ding, so I'll just disappear for a little bit. If please talk amongst yourselves. Sorry.
I had an experience. Again, I go to that wonderful place of connection with all, and then I was like, okay, so what's my job? What's my what am I called to here? What's my mission? I guess is what I asked. What's my mission? And what I got back was, as always, your mission is to serve love. Serve love. And I was given that mission essentially when I was 7 years old. I had an experience at 7 years old, and I knew that my mission in life was to serve love. Now, I've certainly gone through many iterations of what that means. Um, and and still do. But then, and so then I said, okay, great, I got that. I'm down with that. I've been there, and okay, so what else? And then I got, okay, serve love and bring joy.
Yes.
It's like, oh, okay. I got pretty good at getting organized and helping people and setting up things and doing all of that kind of thing. But this joy piece that Solera has been talking about lately is pretty new for me. It's like, okay, well, I got to figure that. Oh, it's like bringing that joyful energy to things. Okay, I got it. So our new mission is serve love and bring joy.
Yeah. And I can connect with that because I've been kind of playing a little bit, just dancing around and just being silly and laughing and making just, childlike.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah. Your face looks a lot lighter since the last time I saw you on one of these. You have a lot of lightness about you.
Oh, cool. I like that. I like that. But for me, I don't, it seems like at this moment and lately, it's all about beaming this light, embodying it and sharing it and connecting with it. So I just surrendered into it and just allow the frequencies to be the change in me. So I don't think my brain has anything to do with it, doing anything. It's just allowing.
That's another powerful one, allowing. Absolutely.
To me, it's a lot about the passion and the compassion. And it's also a lot about the fire and the celestial fire. And I feel like the passion and the compassion has the passion has not been on earth for a long time for real, like serving the unconditional. And for that also not the compassion. So I like to be with those two a lot. For the higher frequencies and the clarity, knowing to have a place of landing and embracement within the physical body. And what was showing up for me is there is a lot of mental planes and mental constructs without knowing we're serving still, so to speak, another master. We're not serving the unconditional. And we're still in this mode of obedience in the unconscious levels. And that was the realization. This happening every time when I step up and out to be of service to unconditional love, because I've been serving humanity, blah, blah, blah. But whenever I wanted to be the joy myself, there was a huge blockage. And it has to do a lot with the sacrifice within religion, blah, blah, blah stuff that is really outdated. And there's also really off-planet origin. And somehow I start to understand it without wanting to run away from it, because it's so different than the most people experience their life, and just go with the flow and let it be released. So yeah, this is this has been a big repetition somehow. Every time I was asked to become visible and put myself out there was huge triggers that really were scaring me to go there. So there is somehow a change. I don't know how it's changing, but it's changing.
Colin, we're talking about, I got my mission is serving love, and now it's serving love and bringing joy.
Great. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there's so much joy in there, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah. Fabulous.
And I get what you're saying, Alet, about serving other things. You know, when I'm bound up in my thought feeling loops, is what I call them, then I am serving something else other than love and joy, for sure. And taking that getting that awareness, and then bringing my attention back to now joy is the work now for me.
Yeah, I get it about the joy with you, and with me it's about the passion and the compassion. It's just another taste of eternal love, isn't it? And it's just about where you are putting yourself out or discovering what you have to discover for yourself. And to me, the joy I do know very much and very well. Been doing that very well. So, but in order to do it 24/7, which definitely is where I'm going and where I'm at, but I'm inviting the ingredient of passion and compassion, in my case, wants to be invited in the party as well. So it can understand that there is a big rejection of other people when you are in joy or in passion, because the rejection upon me has been enormous. And for this one, I've been also taking back again or not. Because when I am clear and in my universal states of consciousness, I have no doubt at all. And it's not always appreciated that much. So this is still something that the word is for now, overcoming from certain levels of, in this case, my upraising and all things that are playing out multidimensionally, to really hand it over to the universal grinder to be dissolved permanently, to step into something else. Yeah. But I get it. Your joy is awesome. I love it. It's a good engine. It's a good thing to run the engine on, but compassion and passion as well. So yeah, that's nice.
Well, sorry, I missed some of that. Who else spoke? Did anybody else speak? Sheila and
I think I said something. I can't.
right. Yeah,
it just kind of goes. Woo.
Yeah.
I just felt a very strong power from within, like just forcing out powerful, forceful, powers. Nothing special, not focused on any directions. It's just felt filled with energy. So, and that was good. So I just had to figure out what my lesson or what my teaching would be now. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think these things they will arrive in their time, won't they? And
Yeah.
the more we see, sort of the more we look out and say, okay, well, what is it then? It just fades away. So
I just had to tell the universe that I'm ready for it.
Oh, yes. I was saying it's all about just allowing it and being it without having to have all these words and descriptions and everything. Just be in the energy, beam the energy, and know you're doing it, even though you don't know how you're doing it, but you're doing it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's about trust in divine timing. And I know I was made for these times. So I'm just trusting that. That is mine to be. Just be here and beam and connect and do the clearings and trust it without having to talk so much about it.
Yeah.
It makes these calls quite short, I know. Oh, what did you get? Not saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to allow the words to come out without having to think about it. It's just
yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Well, look, we're getting close to the end now. So shall we just do one more line up and just to celebrate all of that that's just occurred. Just in delight, in joy, and all the other things that we've mentioned. Because I think each one of us brings a little flavor of something. And it really has been delightful. So thank you very much. I think there's just one more.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I see Sheila smiling. Wow, that was so lovely. Absolutely brilliant. I was back there. I just couldn't get away from this image of me sort of making my way through the universe like I say, the pilot, but I'm just there with this being. I'm just coming through. I'm just doing this, and it was fantastic. Wow. Who knew?
I have to say what I saw. It was kind of weird. You in CERN, they have this particle colliding in the big tunnel that goes around and it was like that, but in the universe, it was a big circle around, I would say all the universe, but of course, universe is more than we can imagine, but it was big all around, and it was meeting on the other side. It didn't explode at that meeting point, but the whole line was like it was white light all around the whole universe. And when they met on the other side, the whole line was just brilliant white beaming light that lit up like an explosion all around the whole universe. It looks like, I don't know, I cannot describe it, but it was very beautiful, and it was like, yeah. If you think in like a light rod around that was white, and it was just around the whole universe, and it's like boom, it was just white from it all around.
Okay.
That was cool. If it means anything, if it was good or bad, I have no idea, but it was powerful.
It's only good. We live in good.
Yeah, that's all we do is good. Yeah.
Because it's all happening for us. Even if we wouldn't survive it, it's still happening for us.
Yeah, that sounds good. I take that.
Brilliant. Well, look, we're on the hour now, so wow, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Nice. It's up.
I'll post this on the various places, the Alchemy place, and well, yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Next time.
Bye.
Yeah.